Hello, my name is Laura, and this is my introduction for my video case project. My client is 30 years old. She is a Caucasian female. Her name that we're using in the video is Catherine, and she grew up in the foster care system. She was removed from her biological parents' care when she was about 15 years old, and she was removed for neglect and for just malnourishment and just not meeting her needs. She was then placed with a foster family, and that foster family just, they met her basic needs, but they didn't really explore the challenges that she was having, both from like a trauma standpoint, from being removed from her parents, and also from just developmentally from being malnourished and neglected the needs that she had. She began to really struggle in school, and this led to some anger issues because she began to be bullied and made fun of, and she just, really felt inadequate. So after, a significant amount of time, of dealing with this, her self-esteem is very damaged, and she just is feeling, a low sense of self-worth. So the theory that I'll be using, that you'll see in the video is the cognitive behavioral theory. And the cognitive behavioral theory combines, your cognitions, which are your thoughts and your feelings, with your behaviors, which are your actions. It believes that there's kind of a relationship between all three of those, and that your thoughts are then, creating these feelings. The feelings create behaviors or actions, and then those behaviors and actions reinforce the thoughts that you had. So it's just this vicious cycle of the three of them connecting, and when those thoughts are inaccurate or, just misguided or not clear, they can lead to thoughts and feelings and actions and behaviors that aren't, representative of how someone would want to behave. In Catherine's situation, she reports that she has just a really short temper, that if someone, makes a comment to her or rubs her the wrong way or, says something that a normal person might get, frustrated by, she snaps. And the reason for this is that she already, reports that she just feels such low self-worth and such low self-confidence about herself. So those thoughts are there, and those thoughts cause her to feel really angry when, angry or sad when someone, recognizes one of her shortcomings, or, in school when, other classmates would make fun of her for not, not answering a question right or something like that. She, then responds with just losing her temper and being, very angry. So in our session, the interventions that we were using, were that we were using the cognitive behavioral therapy. And what this is it's goal-oriented, and its job is to recognize the patterns between the relationships. So something that we talked about in our video is that, we want to recognize those goals, and we want to do that by, I suggested keeping a journal, or keeping, notes in her phone, or something that when she loses her temper, she's not always able to predict those behaviors because she doesn't know the thoughts and the feelings that are associated with them now. But if she can start to, after she loses her temper, in that moment, in retrospect, look back and see, what was I feeling? What was I thinking? What caused me to feel this way? So she can start to understand the pattern of the relationship between the thoughts, the feelings, and the behaviors. So she's going to do this, and, I explained to her that this could take, several weeks. It's not something that happens overnight. It's a hard thing to understand, why you act a certain way and why you react to certain things and why you feel certain things. And, in this client's case in particular, I think her history of trauma and just low self-worth plays a big role into how she feels. So I hope you enjoy the mock session, and then I also will post a conclusion. Thank you.